No slouch either with some of the wins they produce and the record they put together, 47-5. You know, that's a lot of volleyball being played in a short amount of time. So they've got it figured out, and they know the keys to success. We're going to see ball control be a huge deal right here starting early. So let's see how it starts out.
Wando will serve first there on the right of your screen in the all-black. And Wando gets the first point behind the service of Brittany Velez, the all-state selection. Also a North-South All-Star, the senior. And another point at the line, this one coming from Elisa Aldrich.
And Wando seems like in these first couple of points, they understand what Hillcrest is going to do before they do it, and they've been able to block very well. Typically in this game, you'll see that turn into some tips here. Let's see what happens.
Outside for Hillcrest, popped up by Wando. Valles in the back for the Warriors. Action at the net. Deep attack, and that's going to go Wando's way.
That's 3 points, 3 blocks for this Wando squad. And, you know, you can block the first line of defense, and that's what they're doing well right now.
Popped up, back row, and 4 quick points in a row here behind the service of Brittany Valles, the 5'7" senior all-state selection for the lower state champs from Wando High School. There's Maddie Palmer, one of the superstars, number 20 in the back row right now, back right corner. And another point, it is 5-0 here for Wando. They have come out firing early.
They have, and got a 2 right there. And Coach Aintvans a little upset right there. She felt like that should have been a 2-hit call on that push over the net. There you go, mix it up a little bit with Hillcrest, putting a D-ball that knocks them out of system. We're going to free ball here. Let's see how they respond. See if they can get around that block with some quick game stuff.
See if they work the middle. They do. Too deep. 6-0 now Wando.
And Birch, that's what you see a lot of right there. When a team blocks the ball so well, kids get that in their head and they start swinging long. And that just goes to show you how good of a blocking team that can be, how that can affect you and your offense when they block you well.
Oh, nice finesse. Near side here from Wando's Daly Gosnell, the junior, 5'9", outside hitter, and just put a soft touch on.
Yeah, that was well placed. You know, number 20, Maddie Palmer, is a big middle. And typically in this game, there's Arrington with a real big swing, but typically you don't see those middles play back row like you see here, but she's playing the back row pretty well, but sometimes they have to move a lot.
Oh,
another big
dig.
swing, but a beautiful dig by the libero from Wando.
With that dig, that was Megan Morris. Wando finally a point.
Right, yeah, they stay in system right there. And despite the well defensive play, don't let that rattle them. And that's one of the things I've been most impressed with this ball club, being able to watch them, is they really don't get upset. They don't falter, and they're able to come back and make that play no matter what.
Maddie Watts serving here for the Rams, 2-time defending state champs, looking to go back to back to back. That feat was accomplished earlier today in the Class A state championship by St. Joseph's out of Greenville. They knocked off Branchville for the 3rd consecutive year. Wando with a point here, and to the line is Natalie Tucker, another all-state selection. There's Maddie Palmer outside, and that was last touched by Wando. So that will go to Hillcrest. They get the side out and the point.
And Hillcrest is going to have a challenge today, seeing how well they can keep Maddie Palmer on that front line right here. They need to hold serve and keep her up there with that big arm to be successful. And they got to avoid the side out with the block and with solid defense.
Callie Yergin serving here for Hillcrest. They work it over to Lauren Atkins. Now Wando attacking with Daly Gosnell, and it's too strong from Daly, and it is a point for Hillcrest here, so they cut into that lead. It's 8-5. And back on serve is Yergin. Deep set.
That's a good pass there. Oh, little miscue there.
Yeah, Maddie Palmer was floating in as Victoria Derricks was making the set, and Derrick set it a little too high up and over.
Yeah, that's a communication there. Maddie looked like there was running a 1, and we got an A-ball set there, and it just, you know, there's nobody there. But like I said, this Hillcrest team typically does not get very rattled.
A soft touch on the net. Hillcrest able to recover, and they come up with a nice finesse touch there.
And again, when you see a team block well, a lot of times you see that push shot, that little tip become very effective. So let's see if Wando change up what they're doing defensively to kind of have a tip recovery person in place.
Makes it 9-5, or excuse me, 9-4. And Kaylin Amick serving, and that's a service error. So Wando will send Daly Gosnell back there to serve with a 10-4 lead. Daly is a junior. Sends it over to that back corner. Put it right over to Maddie Palmer, and Palmer unable to handle it.
You'll see teams do that a lot with this setter in the backcourt like this. They'll serve that ball right to there, try to create confusion when she breaks and not be out of rotation. She went for it again there, just missed it a little left.
Set it near side. Now when they work it over to Palmer's way, now they go middle. It's kept alive by Wando. In the back with Maddie Watts for Hillcrest. Palmer gets it in, showing her strength.
I believe they ruled that one out there, Birch.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
It was out to Wando. You're right, so it's 12-4 here, and that keeps Daly on the line, Daly Gosnell, for the Warriors. They'll work it middle with Palmer. Kept alive here by Wando. Palmer outside, blocked away. Huge block by Samantha DeYoung.
And there's no doubt Coach Glover's got these girls zeroed in on blocking the volleyball. They know to be successful, they're going to have to stop that attack at the net. It comes so fast, and if you miss it there, you may not get another opportunity. So they're doing a good job with net play and blocking the volleyball.
13-4 is your score.
And free ball there, situational overpass.
Set it near side with Brittany Verriez, and that is out to Hillcrest. So Hillcrest breaks serve, and they'll send Maddie Palmer back there, the senior. Palmer pops it up. This is going to be a good opportunity here for Wando to set a play, but they go with the 2-ball, and they catch Hillcrest off guard.
They do go with that dump, and Hillcrest looks a little on their heels right now, still maintaining composure. Coach Avan will be off that bench here in a minute if I know her like I know her.
They'll set far side.
And again, that's that block. That's that big block. It gets in your head and it has you on the tip. So
10-point lead now here for Wando.
Wando's come out with their foot on the gas pedal, that's for sure.
They have come out with a lot of confidence. Near side, too long. Yes, Wando gets the point. 16-5. 11-point advantage here. And Alex Casale is serving for Wando. Nice work on the net there by Hillcrest.
It's a very good net play right there by Maddie Watts. You know, she's seen that ball going on too and just jumped up and blocked it right back. Very good reaction.
So Hillcrest serving with their libero, Allison Witten. Allison just an 8th grader.
Wow.
In a key role for a 4A team that is the 2-time defending state champs. That says a lot about the play of 8th grader Allison Witten.
It sure does. It sure does.
She's got a good-looking serve, too. Near side, Wando. They'll catch Hillcrest away from their station over there on the front corner.
A little late to that block out the middle, and because of that, you can't send it back at him. It ricochets off your hands.
So now Samantha DeYoung, one of the 2 DeYoung sisters on this Wando team. Samantha, the oldest, Cindy, the younger. Middle. Here's Wando. Good little dig there by Maddie Palmer for Hillcrest. Kept alive here for the Warriors, and this is going to be into the net. That's 17-8. Still an 11-point advantage for the Wando Warriors, and Hillcrest needs to start a rally.
And number 15, Erin Edge, is back on the floor to play front row right here. And we got 0 serving.
That's Victoria Derricks. Spells her last name D-I-E-R-I-C-K-X. Unusual spelling, but it is pronounced Derricks. Maddie Palmer on the back row. That just caught the inside corner over on the far side.
It was ruled out by the line judge on this side.
So they give the point to Wando.
Yeah, and to let the people at home know, they're calling different lines. That ball can be in by this line and out by that line, and that still be correct calls made by both officials. This official said it was in on the baseline. This official says it's out on the sideline. So it being out on the sideline makes it out. So that's the way that works.
Well, be sure to check out our website, nfhsnetwork.com, and browse through our DVD library. And while you're there, purchase a copy of this championship or others. That is nfhsnetwork.com, the official broadcast network of the National Federation of High Schools and the South Carolina High School League. A good-looking crowd from Wando High School in Mount Pleasant, South Carolina.
Yeah, both schools have a good student turnout, it looks like, and they're cheering and they're really into this game. The Wando crowd's got a little more to cheer about at this point, but Hillcrest, let's see how they react to this timeout, because sometimes that's what you need, just to slow everything down and regroup. Down by 11 here.
Brittany Valles, the All-State senior, stands at the line to serve. Oh, that was just miscommunication there. It was going to be a free ball for Wando, and miscommunication there, center court for the Hillcrest Rams, and it drops in for Wando. They lead by 12, 20-8, matching their largest lead of the match. But there is a hammer dropped by Maddie Watts.
Yeah, that was a very well hit ball right there off the right side, and you see Hillcrest is not having to deal with that block right now. They sped up the game a little bit and lowered those passes and been able to control the ball and score here. But Wando still playing very well out of the gate.
Set it near side. Good work at the net by Wando and Elisa Aldrich, 5'11" junior.
Yeah, when you can block a tip like that, you know you got a good block. She was probably a good 11 inches above that net right there to get two hands on that tip.
Serving is Natalie Tucker, one of two All-State players for Alexis Glover and the Wando Warriors. And quick side out to break service for Hillcrest. They cut into that lead. It's at 11, 21-10.
Hillcrest is fighting uphill, though. They got to score 15 before Wando scores 4.
Near side set, not there for Daly Gosnell. And Hillcrest will serve again here with Callie Yergin, the junior. Yergin sends it across. Another set for Gosnell on the near side. Now far side for Hillcrest. Popped up by Megan Morris, the libero for Wando.
Little push shot to the back right corner by Arrington there. Allows Wando to get some offense, but that's a good up right there and a good set by them. When you get out of system, sometimes your setter's not setting the ball and it comes with a different ankle, and just swung a little too hard there and hit it out.
Wando needs 3 more points to close out this first game and take a 1-0 advantage here in the 4A state championship. We play a best of 5.
And Wando's built a lead that's going to be pretty sustainable for their level of play right now. It's going to be a really big uphill battle, but it starts with getting good service and get them out of system. And serving it right to the libero is going to be tough. They're going to be able to run a lot of offense off that.
22-12. There's Maddie Palmer. Oh, kept alive. Great work by Megan Morris. See if they set Palmer again. They do. She goes soft this time, but it's kept up by Wando.
Got a roll shot coming here.
Oh, man, boy, did she place that perfectly.
She sure did.
That's Gosnell.
That's textbook. Gosnell's an 11th grader, and that shows a lot of court savvy to be able to roll that shot right in on that line right there.
23-12. Hillcrest comes near with Atkins. Now Palmer, blocked away. Game point coming up here for the Wando Warriors in the first game in the best of 5. They lead 24-12. They have led this entire game. Started out on a 7-0 run. Palmer gets it in there.
The closest this thing was right at the very beginning. I mean, they come out of the gate and sprinted out ahead and hadn't looked back since. And Hillcrest has shown, the signs of who they are. But, we could be seeing nerves here. They got a lot of pressure. They got to repeat and defend, and kids respond differently. So, and that'll do it right there for game 1.
Yep, game 1 goes to Wando, 25-13.